Hi SUKU Tribers, my name is Ma-Musu from Finding Yande, and welcome to On My Curls. So today I'm just going to go through how I take care and manage my hair while I have braids intact. And braids is one of the most popular hairstyles for every black woman, any woman of color who has kinky textured hair. We use braids like every other protective hairstyle to protect our hair from heat, and especially during quarantine, it's one of the easiest hairstyles you can have because you don't do much with it. You put it up in a turban when you go to bed, wake up in the morning, take it out, tie it. You can do a low bun, high bun, do whatever you want to do with it, your choice. It's one of the easiest hairstyles to maintain. So today I'm just going to go through my organic SUKU routine on how I maintain and keep my hair healthy and hydrated while I have braids intact. So while I do this, I'll also go through my natural hair journey and where I am now and also where I'm hoping to go. So I've been natural for about 7 years, but in between that 7 years, I've cut my hair 3 times. And I tend to cut my hair a lot due to the fact that when I want to make a big change in my life, I like to start from the tip of my head and then do follow up through. So growing up, I had a lot of attachment to my hair, and I think a lot of us do. A lot of times there's beauty in hair, but a lot of times we tend to value ourselves based on what our hair looks like and also how long it is and how fluffy it is, etc. And I went through that phase myself. When I entered university, I'm like, this has to go. I wanted to redefine how I saw myself, and I wanted to see features I've never really seen because I've always had extensions in my hair, and I wanted to start the journey of learning how to maintain, keep it healthy, and also love myself, because I think hair is fundamental within our culture and our traditions, and it is the essence of who we are. So when you're able to strip that away from yourself and just be your best self, you're able to appreciate yourself more. Now, I'm not saying go and cut your hair and blame it on me, don't do that, but I saw it as a way of appreciating my features and appreciating my roots, basically going back into generations of the young days who have cut their hair, and how powerful a statement that is. Like, I am worth more than just hair, and that's why I did it. So I've done it 3 times, and now I can just wake up in the middle of the night, I'm going to cut my hair, and I'm not fussed about it. So when I cut my hair the first time, it was fully natural, did that for about 5 years, and then cut it again, went natural for about 3, and then recently I cut my hair. It's been a year since my 3rd big chop, and after my big chop, I decided to relax my hair. I don't think I've said this publicly yet, because there's such a big stigma around the natural community on why we have or why we feel that nobody should texturize or use relaxers. I think it's an individual decision, and your hair is your hair. You know what works for it, and you know how best to keep it healthy. You don't have to be fully natural to be part of the community. Black hair is black hair regardless of the texture it comes in. So this is what I do while I have my hair in braids, and I also do this when I take my braids off, because I like to give myself 2 weeks in between my hairstyles, just to allow my hair to breathe and not to put that tension on week after week. It's not necessary, and it's really bad for your scalp as well. So one of my favorite new products from Organic SUKU is the Hydrating Mist. This is absolutely incredible. When Lani told me she was releasing this, I was like, when are you releasing it? I was so impatient. I needed this in my life. And as soon as it got released, I'm like, yeah, this is the time. So I got it immediately, and I fell in love with it. So what I do with this is use it every 2 days. So what I like to do is just spray it in between my plaits. And I do this all over my head, the back. And afterwards, sometimes you might spray your braids and stuff. That's fine. There's no need to worry or stress yourself about that. So when I'm done, I like to massage my scalp. And this has helped to stimulate growth. That's what the internet says, and that's what all the natural hair bloggers say. So yeah, we're going with them, yeah? So I like to do this for about sometimes 10 seconds, sometimes more, just depending on how much time I have. And this sometimes can be very therapeutic at the end of your day, and it just gives you that time to yourself. So when I'm done doing that, I like to move on to my organic SUKU castor oil. So this is a family favorite. And when you live in an African home, nothing belongs to you. When you buy something, the whole tribe uses it. So this is a family favorite. My parents love it, my siblings love it, and I absolutely adore it. So what I like to do with my castor oil is just put a bit on my fingertips and rub it in between my fingertips. Then I apply it to my edges. So I went through a phase when I would, and I would just massage it through on my edges for a few seconds. So while, as you guys can see, my edges are not the fullest. And this is due to the fact that when I first went natural, I really wanted to achieve this sleek baby hair look. I started relaxing my edges. Yeah, I was one of those people. So I started relaxing my edges, and that didn't help because I was also pulling them with the hairstyles I was getting done by other hairdressers and also by my mom. And this is when we didn't really understand the importance and the value of maintaining your edges and not having tight braids, because I think for so long, for as long as I can remember, whenever anybody would get braids done, you need to take Panadol for the first day or two. And we just thought that was normal, and it really wasn't, because after a while we saw how badly our hairlines were, and we knew that we needed to change. So I'm so happy the conversation started, and now I know better. So I apply this on both sides. I do a little bit on my fingertips, rub it through my fingertips again, and apply it to the other side and just massage it through. So this is something I do every day in the morning and the night, so twice a day. And this is just to help stimulate the growth. Castor oil has products or something in that makes your hair grow. So that's what Lani says, that's what everybody else says, so that's what we're doing. So I've been doing this for a few months now, and I can see the difference in my edges, and I can also see that it's a lot healthier. And because I've decided to go back to doing my own hair, I used to do my hair myself for the longest time, and then I started making some money, and I started spending it recklessly. But I also did it because I really wanted somebody else to help me manage my hair, because I just got tired of it. But now I'm in a position where I can still afford to get my hair braided by a professional, but I'm choosing to do it myself because I'm wanting to spend more time caring for my hair and loving it the way I did when I first went natural. Moving on, with the final product that I like to use is the cold pressed Jojoba oil, and I use this on my scalp as well. So just in between the plaits, yeah, just get in there on the other side. So when I tend to do this every 2 days, I do the mist and the jojoba oil every 2 days. I usually sit down while I'm at the ending of my day, even before my shower, because what I like to do is I'll apply the oil and I'll apply the oil first before I even do the mist. Apply that through, and then I'll get into the shower. I usually just put my hair in a bun and just do that. And I don't wear a shower cap because I like the mist that falls on my scalp or my hair while in the shower. And when I get out, I'll just finish up with the organic SUKU mist, just as a touch up before bed. So one thing I'd like to leave you guys with before I go is, as much as we have spent so much time trying to figure out what skincare routine works for us, we also need to do the same with our hair care routine. It's important in order for your hair to flourish. It's important for I think it's just a journey of loving every inch and every part of you. If we're spending so much time working out, living healthy, having this like 10-13 step skincare routine, why not do the same for your hair? So these are the 3 products I like to use in my routine. So I have the organic castor oil that I use morning and night. So this is before I do my skincare routine, or sometimes after, just depending on the day and the mood and whatever I'm feeling. So I do that, and then every 2 days I use the mist and the jojoba oil, and sometimes I might go on with some shea butter as well, depending on how much moisture my hair may need. During the winter times, especially if you have your natural hair out, this is a time where you need to moisturize a lot more, because the air is incredibly drying to our hair and our scalp and our texture. So it's important to take care of your hair. do your own research and understand your hair so you know what product it needs. Don't just follow everything everybody says and think that it's in one shoe fits all thing. No, all of our hair may fall under the black hair category, but then we have 4C, we have 4B, and all the other lists. I only know 4C because that's mine. And you have to know what works for you. Even though I'm a 4C texture, I know that not all products absorb into my hair properly, so I don't use them. I've been able to find products that work for me and I stick to them, and you should too. I'm not trying to drill this down on you, but the same way you've invested time in creating a skincare routine, do the same with your hair. So that's all from me, SUKU Tribers. I look forward to being back and discussing more with you. If you like any of the products I've mentioned today, you can definitely get them from organicsuku.com, or you can leave a comment down below and I'd love to engage with you guys. Thank you all so much. Stay blessed and have a lovely day.